Hello everyone and welcome to this video. First off, this loading screen, I love it. It is so beautiful and spooky. Our character does look a little scared and the other like it's doing magic. And this seems to be in Valedale and I see some ghosts. So maybe they will come back, the ghosts in the game. Well, and maybe something happening in Valedale too, I don't know. Could also just be for the art, but who knows, it may refer to that. Alright, so first this race. I think it's really fun. I love this addition to the game. It's keeps you on your toes. You really have to look out for all the turns and take it a little bit slow, and it's also just beautiful in general. WildWoods is a really beautiful, unique area. And so you will also see locations of the lore books and the stars in this video that have been added 1st of October 2025. But I don't know how I'm gonna do it in the future with location videos. I may also just, because I really like finding the locations all myself, but I always lose patience when there are like 2 or 3 left. And I like to have it done in one go. Like yesterday with the WildWoods stars, that took like 4 or 5 hours for me to find all 5. And I actually had found the 6th one, but I was tired of it. I didn't have patience and I didn't see it. That first one, you have to click the blue sparkles. You will see it soon enough after this race. And it's a different creative way, but if you're already tired and you've searched for some hours, well, I didn't see it anymore then. Maybe I would have seen it in the beginning, and it is so silly because all the time I felt like it was there. My intuition told me it was there, but I just didn't see it. And then I looked up because StarStable Adventures had already uploaded the locations, and so I just couldn't resist it. Or it was somebody else, I don't know anymore. But I couldn't resist it. I had to look because I just lost my patience. And then it turned out my intuition was right all the time. Just had to click the sparkles on that hanger. Then a star appeared above the water. But really, I was so close all the time. And I felt so disheartened later. I searched every nanny, every crook of every corner of WildWoods. I know this place really well because I have been there for a long time. But yeah, with the locations, and this is the one I mean, like it's lovely and creative, but when you're tired, I just didn't see the sparkles. It was really, I felt it all the time. I wish I had it would have felt so much more rewarding if I had found it myself, but oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, with locations, like just the WildWoods stars alone took like 4 or 5 hours. And I don't know if I'm going to have time for that in the future. I may still upload location videos. However, if want to find it faster, then I recommend subscribing to StarStable Adventures. We have no collaboration or whatsoever, nothing sponsored, but he just uploads the locations really fast always. Also with like Starshine, the locations of the horses, Starshine Rent, the Western event, the horses locations and the chest locations and more. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that in the future. So if I do make location videos, I like to have found everything by myself. But it may be in the future that if I upload a location video, that then most of the locations I have found by using a video from StarStable Adventures or someone else. So credits in advance to those people. But yeah, I like to find most myself, but it's just like the patience for the last ones. Then I'm like, come on, and then yeah, don't look as detailed anymore. But I looked very detailed in WildWoods yesterday. Like I searched so much. I really looked so much everywhere. But yeah, so that is the case if I upload location videos in the future. It may be that I found a lot of them because of somebody else's video, and it's yeah, I just think it's nice to give credit in advance, like, because I don't always have time for that. And you know, some people have a lot of friends in SSO. I have one really good friend. I just don't have time for more because I have other things to do in real life as well, and to keep up all those friendships, etc. That just no, I don't really always have the time for that. But some people have a lot of friends, and then they look together and then they find stars much faster, and that is great. But yeah, for me, so I might have found some myself, or I might have found some by StarStable Adventures or somebody else's video. And why I then still upload it, I just feel like it's fun to upload and add my own version of it. Yeah, and also for myself can be handy, and for others. Some things I have done all by myself though. I just want that so much done, to have found everything by myself and not to need others' videos. But the thing is, I just don't always have the time and the patience, so you know, I'm just gonna cut myself some slack there. It's alright, because also, like, Jorvik, it's a big map. There are so many little corners, so many bushes, etc., that you can hide something behind, and yeah, it's so big. So I might just as well take some help sometimes if I need it. That's alright. Actually, that's a good thing to do, especially in real life. Take the help you need when you need it, because, well, we just can't do everything alone as humans. I really feel that, like, actually, even people that live alone in the woods, no human operates solely alone. Even if you live alone, you still in some way depend on other people's jobs. Even if you just live by yourself in the woods, there are like rangers or other people that govern the forest, etc. And everything that has to do with permits, etc. So no one truly acts solitary and fully on their own, because we humans, we depend on each other's jobs, indirectly or directly. I've thought about it lately. Even if you live in solitude, even if you can go by yourself and just eat from the forest alone, etc., you are still indirectly connected with somebody else's job that has to do with the forest, for example. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that in the future, because I may just not have time to find all locations by myself, but I do still really like to upload location videos for your convenience. And well, I have already found them, so not necessarily for mine, but still it's fun to look back, you know, even also for future music videos, etc. It is fun to have as much footage as possible that I can use, like for my summer 80s fun music video. The one with the honeybee, for example, that was really fun to use with that song, Honey Honey, like those kind of things. If I had regarded that little sort of side quest as not so important to record, then I wouldn't have that footage, and then I wouldn't have been able to make that scene. So yeah, just gathering as much footage as possible. It is in a way kind of a Star Stable diary, to say so. And do like these lore books, by the way. They are, yeah, it's fun, it's cute. Well, in the last three I couldn't find them. Luckily Star Stable Adventures had already uploaded a video about it. And this was also like, I found 5 myself, but the last 3, maybe I should have taken a break and resumed it later, but I was also like, I just want to finish it now. I'm just gonna use a video, whatever. So yeah, gonna continue with location videos in the future. Maybe not some, if I'm like, no, depends really. Oh, this one I found first, by the way, the one in Mistfall. Because I thought, if we're gonna have to trace back this woman's, Octavia, right, her traces, would be logical that she started in Mistfall. But then I figured, oh, actually, all these other 8 books, they are not so connected to her. No, that's more just the ones in WildWoods. It's fun to find these little books, but they don't seem to register in that logbook that we have with the Catherine's memories, etc. No, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know how my life feel it may change. And just, I love Star Stable, but real life, of course, has always the priority. And if I then have to do things in a more convenient way, then I will. The WildWoods one, however, yeah, I also had some help with that. But most of those locations I found myself, of the rune puzzles, and that is like my best video yet. It has the most views. Oh yeah, the sky got so yellowish, by the way. That is still that little glitch with Mistfall. When you ride through that more yellowish part, then the rest of the sky everywhere in Jorvik also becomes that yellowish. Not in Golden Hills though, because that has its own filter. But in the rest, Silverglade, etc. I didn't expect that one there on top of the building in Silverglade Equestrian Center, by the way. Didn't feel it was that iconic, also because of how they updated it, probably. Yeah, some places I expected, and with some I was like, what's the logic? Like, Silverglade Castle is not even involved. And this is the last one, by the way. And that's what I was the most surprised about. Because if there is an iconic location, then it is Silverglade Castle. But no book there, so I just don't know the logic fully behind it. I got that it's about buildings, etc. But yeah, and it seemed to have a bit of a John Jarl theme in it, but yeah, I don't know. Well, this is how it is. Well, then moving on to the stars now. This was actually kind of tricky, this place. Sort of. I mean, there are more tricky ones, but yeah, I felt like in WildWoods, like the stars were not placed in super tricky places. In Epona there was a little bit more, but like most of the places where the stars are quite accessible, quite easy to ride upon. Especially that one in the water, that was at some point a turn to the left. I was like, wow, this one, I hadn't even really discovered that before. Maybe once, but like, lovely to find a little beautiful kind of cozy place. Yeah. You think you know a place well in SSO, and then you have to find stars or anything else, and then you're like, okay, I didn't know it that well. So many other little small details places. It's also with Silverglade Equestrian Center, the updated one. If you really want to get to know the place, spend some time longer there and just take a look in the garden. I discovered that this summer there are so many more details than you see at first. Yeah, it's really worth doing that. Just taking a calm look in the garden, walking or trotting. Then you're really like, wow, SSO put so much effort in this. I think these Silverglade Village stars, I feel like they were all quite easy to find. Yeah. I would have looked in all the little corners, but here it was just the obvious places. That's also a little tricky thing sometimes, like which logic do I follow? Do I go for the tricky places, little corners, or the obvious ones? This is so cute too. It just wanted to play, apparently the star. Well, then we got all the new stars. I hope you guys enjoy it. That this video is of some use to you. Well, now about the new outfits. I like the purple one so much. Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't expect it to fit on the Shire, that saddle pad. Seems SSO has done a little more retrofitting. This one too. I'm not so much of the green, but like the orange, it's so autumny. But the green as well. Yeah, I like these two new outfits. I'm low on star coins and shillings, otherwise I'd buy all of the purple now and maybe some of the orange items. Yeah, I love these outfits. Really cutesy, really autumny. Then two more things to talk about now. The game blog and the roadmap also basically just came out. I just want to mention this shortly. I'm not going to read the entire blog. It's all about Marching Ghost Castle. Oh, just look at that conceptual art. And so the inside has not been done. That would take more and spread their theme too thin. I mean, I get it. That interior, I feel like Marching Ghost Castle will be really detailed and maybe also have some devilish tricks in it. Yeah, Marching Ghost, you could really make a big thing out of that, like tricky places with traps even, and maybe a whole sort of network of different halls leading to secretive places, all sorts of secretive rooms and hallways that that's really what I think first about when I think about Marchingast Castle. You know, this dark vibe that is just so fitting for this castle. And I feel like everyone felt like that. At least I did. But I think it's really a community thing. The moment Marchingast Castle came into the game, I felt like this has to be something dark. This is going to be a dark storyline. And that is also described in this blog. The whole team felt like that too from SSO, and like I'm like, wow, it's so interesting that everyone feels the same. Like, you know, I believe in the source and all. I call it the source, not religious, more like spiritual person, but like everything, it comes from somewhere, some source, inspiration, everything, etc. And it's just so interesting that so many people then feel the same thing about a certain place. Like, where does it come from? Has it been real in a previous life or whatsoever? We don't know. There's so much we don't know in life, and that is so interesting. Yeah. The overarching theme is that it has to be dark. It's just like, wow, that's no coincidence that everyone then thinks that. Like, maybe it has existed in some previous life, other dimension, something with soul connections, etc. That everyone is like that, and also how the idea came into people's minds, etc. It's just all so interesting. It's a collective idea about one place. Maybe the location, but it is more. When I think of Marchingast Castle, I can't think of any light story, just darkness, as you may have seen in the story that I actually made about it. It's full of darkness. Yeah. Oh, and that woods. Oh, yes, this area is going to be something special. Yeah, I want this to be something really dark, a bit tragic, maybe even. But also with these little strands of light. Because just darkness only, that's not as enjoyable. But a combination of darkness and light, in this case more darkness than light, that would be great. Oh, just look at that. Also makes me think, oh, the blighted woods. So that's going to be what it's called. Makes me think a little bit about Snow White as well. You know, that scene when she escapes, when she goes through the dark woods. Oh, this is so cool. Witch hut exploration. That could come with a plot twist that the castle owners are dark and that the witch is actually light. What is this? Oh, that looks like a creepy creature indeed. There has been a soft deadline project with an updated expectation to release in February 2026. Oh, I hope so. Yes, he does say it can change, of course. So, but probably somewhere next year. That we can say at least, I think. But yeah, you never know. I almost didn't mention this. It's also with the location of Marchingast Castle. It just really fits. Like in areas like Fort Pinta, Moron, I don't see anything really dark happening there. Maybe some darkness, but like summer and spring areas, that seems also to have a tendency to have more lighter themes, more fitting. And then autumn and winter, actually more darker themes. It just fits. Oh yeah, and Stacy also ended with this adventure about cozying up, something colder, Oh, I so hope for that. Like Dino Valley, it really needs an update. So if they're gonna start working on that, oh yes, please. It's so time that Dino Valley is getting updated. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Not November this year, unfortunately, but probably somewhere next year. Then there's a whole part about Halloween, but I'm now going to switch to this tab, and then I have to turn this into English first, and then we're just going to talk about the roadmap for Halloween. Oh, just look at the spookiest time of year is here. I love this. Pumpkins here. Alright, so now the roadmap. Galapus warm welcome. The ghastly keeps back ghastly. More stuff with the cauldron. Yeah, that also can be read in here. Oh, and that hairstyle, I like it. There's going to be some more stuff going on with that. And more Galloper quest. Let me see. Oh, right, yeah, the horses. Wait. Oh! So we get to do the quests all over again. Well, I'm not gonna record that, of course, because I already showed it. No point in doing that again. I already have the footage. 2 horses that seem a little off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I already saw them in spoilers. And in the loading screen. They're cute. Okay, so that is gonna... Oh, that's interesting, by the way, because usually the new horses come in week 2 or something. Ego returns too. Okay. Stories continue. New recipes in the spell book. Okay, second chapter of Galloper's story. Filling up with magical horses from previous years. Oh, so they're not gonna be there in the first week already? Oh. Galloper's final piece. Is that then the newest? 3 new code variations. Permanent editions. Okay, so more horses too. Concluding the horse. Spellbook has mustered up the last 2 spells item. Okay, so yeah, more with the cauldron going on. To bring back the spirits who've left the prison tower. Okay. Another bazaar, lol. Of course. Every mob now. Just these ghosts, like, yeah, nothing is really mentioned in here about that, but oh, that just make me think, like, could we get a ghost back all over the island? Like I said in the beginning, little hint, but doesn't seem like it, but who knows, maybe. I'll just see whatever happens. Can also just be for decoration. But finally, more of the Galloper storyline quest seems to come, so that's great. Okay, but it seems that it's gonna be calm then, but fun. Like Galloper's quest and the cauldron, and I bet everything from the previous year. It's finally about time that we get more of Galloper. Yeah, okay, well, I'm looking forward to this. So guys, that was then it for this video. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Bye.